Brinkerhoff, and I know you know Paige, by the way.
Yes, I love
so, so my project for this capstone class is teaching myself how to drape clothing. So currently at BYU, where I will be graduating from, or from BYU, Idaho, they do not teach draping as a class yet. I know at BYU, Idaho, they will in the spring, but I wanted to graduate. I'm older, I'm Paige's mom, I have 6 kids I've raised. Anyway, I need to learn this so I can graduate with a fashion design degree from BYU. So also, if I expect to do anything out in the fashion design world, I am going to have to know how to drape, because some clothing you drape. You just take fabric and you drape on a person. Other clothing, you use a pattern and you cut it out on a flat pattern, on a flat table, and then you are able to make the clothing from that. But in the industry, the clothing depends on the design itself for which method they actually use. So, you know, if I'm working in the industry and they have a certain design and they say, okay, this one we're going to drape, and they give the assignment to me, I have to know how to drape to do that. So that's why I'm teaching myself how to drape. And I know that if I work in the industry, I will have to know this. So some of the things that I have to learn for this is some things that I've already learned, like things like how to make a dart, how to put ease into a garment, how to make a skirt. You know, just there are a lot of different kinds of designs that I know I have to know how to do. So not the knowledge that I've gained from classes previous to this class that I'm teaching myself, I have used for actually teaching myself this. So, but what comes into play is your memory, because you have to know how to do those designs. Like say an A-line skirt, you have to know that you have to you have to close up the dart and open it in the skirt so the skirt goes into an A-line. Here's an example of an A-line skirt. This is one of my mock-ups, my half-scale mannequin. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is an A-line skirt. For my half-scale mannequins, I've only done these are samples, you guys, so they will never be finished. But if it were finished, you know, it would end up being an A-line skirt. So I let the dart out and it became an A-line skirt. And at the top, I learned how to make darts. So everybody has to know that the dart is pointed toward the bust. And these are 2 darts, one coming from the armhole and one coming from the side seam. So anyway, for each design, you have to know certain things, and you have to know where to put ease in that garment. And then here are my 6 samples. That one also has a mandarin collar on it. This one has a French dart, a high-waisted skirt, a raglan sleeve. The raglan sleeve was a lot of fun to do. So, and you have to memorize where the points are on the pattern, so you know when you're just putting fabric up on a person that is just square, flat fabric, you have to know where those points are. So as you design it, then you have to get it correct from the underarm and across the top of the arm. So there's actually a lot of knowledge, previous knowledge that has gone into this. And the best thing that I've learned is how to manipulate the fabric with my hands on this mannequin. So it's been fun, it's been rewarding, it's been like a lot of marking. Look at all the lines. on the actual, can you see the lines here?
Mm-hmm.
Like here's the bust line, here's the waistline, here's the side seam, here's the arm's eye. And this one is an asymmetrical darts. So I never learned asymmetrical darts in any of my classes at school, but asymmetrical are two darts, one going this way, one goes this way. You know, they can go like this, but they're asymmetrical darts. So I've had a lot of fun in this class, and I have 2 more samples to make and then my completed garment. Let's see. My mentor suggested that I make these half-scale mannequin samples so I would have an opportunity to really learn how to manipulate the fabric on the mannequin. And that has been a wonderful process. And I learned something. I learned that I like it better than just flat pattern design, because it helps you to fit the person better. Like these little half scale mannequin pieces that samples that I've made actually fit the mannequin really, really well. And when you're working in a class trying to fit a person with flat pattern, I'm not kidding you, it's doing it and then doing it again and then doing it again until you get it right. So I love draping because the first time you do it, you can get it right. So I loved that about it. So so I really used my mentor as, you know, I used her suggestions, and I think it went well. And I have not started my last project yet, which will be a full-size garment for myself. I just made my mannequin. It looks really funny, and I have to stuff it. So I'm making my own mannequin out of duct tape, and that has been quite a process. My girlfriend and I got dizzy going around in circles so much, but it was really fun. And I think it's really going to work to help me drape my final dress. So I think I've outlined my course really well, and I think that I've followed everything that I said I would do so far. So that has been a really good thing. Except one design, I'm gonna split it up and do one more mannequin or one more sample. So I hope that won't affect my grade, but I really feel like these are my things that I've learned, and I think I'm done. I don't know how to end.
The end.
8 minutes and 17 seconds, so you did great.
So,
do you have a picture of what the last garment's going to look like?
Yes, I have a picture of it right here. Let me show it to you. It is actually, yeah, part of the things that I did was I had to draw my garment. So it's a sailor dress with a sailor collar, and it's like a jacket and a skirt, and it'll be a straight skirt and a jacket with a little bit of a peplum here, and it'll have some little crazy little extra added pieces of fabric that are all going to be separated. So I didn't know how to draw them, but can you see this?
Mm-hmm.
That looks really good. I love the fit.